Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Today in History and Interesting or Curious Facts. If you've listened to this podcast before, you should know that every Friday I like to inform everybody of what happened today throughout history. And I like to include one, two, or maybe more curious facts. So today is November 26th. So I think we can start with what happened today in history. So we begin in the US in 1863. The first national Thanksgiving is celebrated. I'm not really certain what Thanksgiving is all about, but I do know that families gather and eat some, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, some pretty delicious food. Okay, next we move. We're still in the US for this one and the next one, and we go to the year 1939, where American singer Tina Turner, who found success in the rhythm and blues, soul, and rock genres, was born. Unfortunately, she is not with us anymore, but she was, of course, if you know her, a really fantastic singer. And still in the US, we go to the year 1942, where the premiere of Casablanca, one of Hollywood's most revered films, set in occupied Morocco during World War II, directed by Michael Curtis and starring Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman, and Paul Henreid. Casablanca premiered this day in 1942 and, like I said, became one of Hollywood's most revered films. That I haven't seen it, but it's one of Hollywood's most iconic pictures from this time frame in the early or the mid 1900s. And our last Today in History happens in 1949, where India becomes a sovereign democratic republic. So happy birthday, India as a democratic republic. Okay, so no more Today in History. So we go for our curious fact of the day. Fact: a waffle iron inspired one of the first pair of Nikes. If you know me personally, you know that I am a huge Nike fan and especially a Nike sneaker fan. So this is a fact that really hits home for me. Bill Bowerman was a track and field coach in the 1950s who didn't like how running shoes were made. He first created the Cortez shoe, but still wanted to make a shoe even lighter that could be worn on various surfaces. And again, Nike Cortez are one of my absolute favorites. During a waffle breakfast with his wife in 1970, the idea came to him of using the waffle texture on the sole of running shoes. The waffle sole shoe made their appearance in the 1972 US Olympic track and field trials in Eugene. So I just personally want to thank Bill Bowerman and the waffle iron for bringing to life and helping support my favorite shoe brand of all times. So that's it for this Friday's episode of Today in History and Curious Facts. I hope you liked listening, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the day or an evening or whenever you're listening, or a great weekend. I will be back next Friday with another batch of interesting facts and Today in History. Thank you so much. Ciao.